Hi, my name is Dr. Kate Stano. I'm Associate Director of Undergraduate Admissions and Transfer Coordinator at Springfield College. And I'm here today to talk to you about Springfield College and the opportunities that we can offer related to healthcare. We have a lot of opportunities, different majors and programs of study in healthcare. And if you have any questions at all, I would encourage you to reach out to me. Again, it's Kate Stano. My email address is transfer@springfield.edu, and a lot of this information can be found on our website, which is springfield.edu/transfer. So quickly to review kind of all the healthcare related, wellness majors that we have at Springfield College. We have art therapy, and we also have a master's degree in that program. We have a biology major, and we also have that with the teacher concentration. So if you're interested in doing that, we have that combination as well. We have communication sciences and disorders, applied exercise science, athletic training, healthcare management, which is business management for the healthcare arena. So if you're passionate about working in healthcare, but don't necessarily want to be a practitioner, that might be a good major for you. We also have health, family, and consumer science, which is a teacher education program, but definitely related to health and wellness. We have movement and sports studies. We have a dance major, which is part of the spirit, mind, and body triangle at Springfield. We have lots of graduate programs in psych and an undergraduate program in psych. We have a public health major, a health science major, recreation management and therapeutic recreation, rehab and disability studies, and sports biology. We also have a general studies major that is well suited to students who are interested in completing a degree in pre-health, getting those prerequisites to move on to a master's or doctoral program in health. We also have minors in chemistry, community nutrition, health promotion, music, nutritional sciences, and social justice. We do have programs in physician's assistant, physical therapy, and occupational therapy, but those are really difficult for transfers to kind of join midstream. So if you're interested in pursuing those fields, I encourage you to reach out to me to talk with me individually about your pathway. Again, that email address is transfer@springfield.edu. We also have many of those majors can serve as pre-med tracks. We also have pre-med specific advising, and we're working on and have several articulation agreements with medicine, schools of medicine, veterinary medicine, and dental medicine. And I'm happy to give you more information if you reach out to me. One last thing before our presentation begins, I start with my slides. We do have an open house on our campus, November 7th, which is a Sunday, and you can read more about that and sign up for the day at springfield.edu/open house. So to go into my slides. Springfield College was founded on the humanics philosophy, which is educating students in spirit, mind, and body for leadership and service to others. And that really sums up who we are. If you've seen those upside down triangles on our campus, one side represents spirit, the second mind, and the third body. And they're upside down because it's designed to keep everything in balance. And so kind of that's how we approach living both inside and outside of the classroom at Springfield. We're also very keen into developing leadership skills. So if you're interested in blossoming into the leader that you know that you are, or honing the skills that you already possess in leadership, Springfield's a good match for that. And service is kind of woven into everything we do. We have a lot of people on campus who, if you ask them what they want to do, their primary answer is to help people or to serve their community, wherever that may be. So that, is something that runs through everything we do at Springfield and is a value that's shared by our alumni body as well. Our culture on campus, we're a really friendly, inclusive place. Everyone says hello and asks how you are and waits for an answer. People hold the door open for you. There's lots of ways to be involved in several different areas throughout campus, whether you're a resident or a commuter student. Our faculty work really, really closely with you. Our faculty to student ratio is low. Our class size is small, and it's the type of place where your faculty members will get to know you by name and be there really as a resource for you, both to teach and advise you. We also have a very sophisticated Learning Commons Center, which, used to be a library, but now has a lot of tools to be able to kind of meet the needs of our students and our faculty and their learning, and also keep them kind of abreast of all of those new technologies. We also have an Academic Success Center, which is available to all students, and it offers kind of the tutoring and coaching services that you might be used to at the institutions that you've attended. We also have a disability support team and lots of adaptive technologies and things like accommodations, and you can reach out to that office as well if you have any additional questions about the services that are available. It's the Academic Success Center if you search for that term on our website, springfield.edu. Our student body, we have about 100 students pre-pandemic. We had about 100 students per year. About 40% of them transfer from out of state, about 40% come from community colleges, 25% come from other public four-year institutions, and then about a quarter transfer from private four-year institutions. We have on our campus about 20% of our students that self-identify as students of color. Most of our students live on campus for all 4 years, just about 85%. And those that live off campus in their fourth year usually live in the area too. So right around campus, there's a lot of available options for off-campus living. About 2/3 of our students come from out of state, and we have a really high retention rate, which is something that we're proud of. So students find us, they find that we're the right fit for them, and they choose to stay until they complete their degree. So life on campus, there's housing is guaranteed for all the years you're a student. If you do want to have that residential experience, if you are a local student coming from the area, you do not have to live on campus, you can commute. Regardless of your residential status, you can participate in any of the 60+ clubs and organizations on campus. We also have a commuter lounge on campus for commuter students to be able to kind of rest and relax and charge their phones, things like that. But lots of resources available to you as a student, whether or not you live on or off campus. Many of our students are athletes as well. About 1/3 are varsity level athletes. But a lot of students are involved in other athletic opportunities like club sports and intramurals as well. Our student athletes are really some of the brightest students on campus. The average GPA is over 3.5, and we're ranked in the top 5% of all Division III teams across the country. So there certainly are multiple ways to be involved in athletics on Springfield College's campus, but if you are not athletically inclined, you certainly do not have to be involved other than the courses that you might take as part of our wellness and general education curriculum. We have many majors to choose from. I outlined those at the beginning. If you want to read more about any of those majors, you can go to springfield.edu/programs. And that kind of outlines all the majors, brings you to each department page. If you click on the sample schedule, you can see the course list. Lots of resources available to you on the website to explore at your leisure. That general studies major that I was talking about. So it's a Bachelor of Science degree. It's a design your own major. You work with academic advising and your faculty advisor to develop a program of study that encompasses everything you need and want to learn before graduating with your bachelor's and moving on to whatever your next step is. So it can be used as a pre-professional degree to complete your prerequisites. So if you, want to complete your bachelor's degree as efficiently as possible and really just take the courses that you need to satisfy prerequisites for, med school or PA school, nursing school, things like that, you can certainly do that. You work really closely with a faculty advisor to make sure that you get all of those prerequisites in. Students also that have a lot of interdisciplinary interests or want to build a major around a minor. So for example, we have a nutritional sciences minor. If you wanted to build a program of study around nutrition, pulling in other things from, the psychology department, criminal justice, maybe social justice. You could develop a program of study that brings all of those things together. But it is a very efficient way to complete a degree at Springfield College especially if you've got a lot of credit and maybe don't have an associate's degree. So what transfers to Springfield College? The coursework has to be from a regionally accredited college or university. A grade of C- or better has to be earned and has to be 100 level or higher. So if you had to take any developmental work before taking a math or an English at college level, unfortunately those credits won't transfer, but anything above 100 level will. We also accept AB, IB, CLEP, and any dual enrollment classes from when you were in high school. Also in COVID impacted semesters, we are taking pass-fail classes as well. If you have questions about that specifically, please reach out to me at transfer@springfield.edu. So the application is free. We're on the Common App. We also have an application on our website. If you're only applying to Springfield, use the one on the website. It's a lot easier to complete. If you're applying to more than one school and that other school also takes the Common App, use the Common App. It's the cheapest and most efficient way to apply to multiple schools. We require an essay. I'm looking for a few paragraphs on who you are, why you want to transfer, and what you want to do. I also need your official high school and any college transcripts. So all you need to do for the high school transcript is call up the guidance office and ask them to send us one. And then most of the college transcripts you can request online. I usually just Google the name of the college and transcripts to find out how to request those. We also need a letter of recommendation. Ideally, it's from a professor or an academic reference, but it can be from anybody as long as they're not related to you. And we also have a conduct form called the Transfer College Report. I'll help you complete this form. The instructions are on the website on the application page when you go to springfield.edu/transfer. But if you have questions about that form, please get in touch with me. I may be able to even give you the contact person who completes that form at your current college. We also don't require SAT scores for any majors. We didn't in this fall, we don't in the spring, and we don't in the fall of 22. So no issues there with transfers and SAT scores. So we have 2 deadlines per admissions term. We have a priority deadline or preferred application deadline. If you apply before that date and you end up enrolling, we'll give you a one-time award of $1,000. So for the fall semester, that's July 1st. And for the spring semester, that's December 1st. The fall final deadline is August 15th, and the spring final deadline is January 5th. Those 2 dates are both about 2 weeks before the term starts because we want to make sure that you're able to get your credit evaluation and your financial aid package in enough time to be able to decide whether or not Springfield's going to be doable for you before the semester starts. Those limited enrollment programs, physical therapy, physician's assistant, occupational therapy, those have earlier deadlines. They're difficult to transfer into, like I said earlier. There may not be any spots available in those programs, but absolutely reach out to me if you've got questions. I'm happy to talk more in depth with you about any of those programs and how that might be possible for you. Just reach out to me, transfer@springfield.edu. Once you apply, you'll receive an email asking you to create an account. The subject line of the email will be track your application status. It often goes to your spam filter, so please look for that. You also have to complete at least 45 credits at Springfield College. We take up to a maximum of 75 credits. Most associate's degrees are between 60 and 65. So we'll take a little bit more than that. But you also have to complete all of the major requirements in order to graduate, which sometimes is more than 45 credits. So if you have questions about that, please reach out to me. So we have scholarships available for transfer students. If you are applying for the spring term, you want to make sure that Springfield is added to your 2021 FAFSA. And then, oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 21-22 FAFSA. And then the 22-23 FAFSA becomes available on October 1st. Sorry, I got my dates confused on that slide. So make sure that Springfield's on whatever FAFSA you need to use to apply to for financial aid. For students who have a 3.0 or higher, we have merit scholarships ranging from 18,000 to 24,000 per year. For students who have a GPA of less than 3.0, we have a $12,000 Director's Award that is available to every student who's admitted to Springfield. So as you can see, that's a big chunk off of the tuition cost or the room and board if you do choose to be a residential student. We also have some additional transfer scholarships. Like I said, that preferred application deadline award of $1,000. If you have an associate's degree coming in, you get a $1,000 scholarship, and we waive any outstanding general education requirements you have. We also, if you're a Phi Theta Kappa member, have a $3,500 annual scholarship. So that renews every year, as well as your merit scholarship. If you have a family member, an immediate family member, including step parents or step siblings who's graduated from Springfield, you get a one-time award of $2,000. And there are scholarship opportunities available on FastWeb, which is a searchable scholarship database that you can use no matter where you're going to school. I encourage all students to utilize it because every little bit helps. So what sets Springfield apart? We give you hands-on experience pretty much on day one. And we help you to get to where you need to be. And we also are great with opportunities for networking and internships. We will help with the placement of all of those things. We've got a great career service office. So really, a really supportive community that will be there for you, both in and out of the classroom. Again, that service piece, we do a lot of community service on our campus every year. And, you know, we choose a lot of professions that are helping professions. So that service thing it's a thread that runs through everything we do at Springfield. And again, those outstanding career outcomes, 96% of students within 6 months of graduation are either employed or in grad school. And that's a number that's much higher than the national average for colleges our size and type. So we are worth the investment. We've got a smaller price tag than a lot of other private colleges in the area, in the state. And so we're definitely worth the investment, and we're here to work with you. So please reach out to me at transfer@springfield.edu or visit our website to learn more. I'm here to help. It's one-on-one attention. And just let me know how I can help make your application process to Springfield as easy as possible. Thanks.